Hello, everybody. So we're gonna see if the background noise is as bad as I feel like it is, or if it's okay. So let me find my live, and it'll probably go in and out. Hey, Jan. Okay. Ugh, and the lighting's a little... Let me fix this lighting situation. Okay. Okay, I might have to turn some lights on. Hold on. You know, I think it's okay, actually. I think it's bright enough. Hey, Daisy. There's this weird thing here, but there's not a lot I can do about that situation. Hello, everybody. So a couple things, you guys. I am... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move my camera over a little bit so that maybe we can stay out of that. Yeah. Maybe that'll be good. I think. I'm going to be using the Big Shot and everything today on camera. So we might still have to adjust a little bit, but maybe that'll be better. So the first thing I want to do is show you guys some swap cards that I got. And then just so you guys know, there might be some background noise. My husband is cleaning out our wood stove. And so he has to have, it's loud when he does that. So hopefully it won't be too loud and you guys won't hear too much of it. But we are going to make a card today. I'm going to show you some swap cards. And then I'm going to do some die cutting on camera for you guys. So I want to catch up with you a little bit and share with you what's happening and what's going on. So I got my swap cards, and in my package there were 2 of these little chocolate hearts. And fun fact, one of my favorite chocolates is the Dove chocolate. It just tastes so yummy. It's like really a good chocolate. And so I already had one. I had one over the weekend. But that was in the package, so that was fun. And then let's check out these swap cards while I chat with you guys. So this is one, and this is done with the ombre designer paper from Celebrations. And this was done by Mary. I don't want to show her information, but that was done by Mary, this one. I always love Mary's cards. Perfect, and it has the envelope that's decorated with it. Hello, Roxanne. This is... okay, so this one's from Chris. And it's been a long time since Chris popped on one of my lives. Okay, so this is from Chris. And her swap cards are usually pretty elaborate, or they're like a fun fold or something. And this one is definitely no different. Okay, so that's how it opens. Oh, weird. Oh, I see. Okay, so this flap goes like this. And then when you open it, it goes like this. So that's gorgeous. I love that. Very creative. It's also done with that ombre paper and then the celebration stamp. So I love that. Very nice, Chris. And then her envelopes are usually decorative. Yep, and she sure did. See, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Let me know if it's really bad. I mean, I don't know what I would do if it is really bad. I don't really know what to do about it. Okay, so here's this one. And this one is done by, let me see. I don't know who this one is done by because it doesn't say. And this was done with the Curvy Keepsake. Oh, good, Julie. You can't hear it. That's awesome. It's shocking that you can't hear it, but I'm glad. So there's that one. And then this one here is from Debbie. Let me take her business card out of there. Debbie. And she used the strawberries, which are so cute. and did some stamping. I feel like that something must have got a little wonky right there. Just clean up that edge. Hey, Laura. I am having a good start to my week. I'm feeling a little crabby. I just said to my husband, I feel a little crabby. But it's just we have a ton going on. He's trying to get the stove cleaned. It's like 72 degrees here in California. Who's back east and has snow? Because I saw that Chicago had snow and it was frightfully cold back there. It's been like in the 70s here and it's a gorgeous day. The winds are kicking up. So we didn't have a fire all day yesterday, all night last night, which is incredible for it to be the middle of January and to not have a fire. And then he thought it would be a really good day to try to get it cleaned out since we don't need it going because it's supposed to get cold. Oh, Laura, I wish I was where you're at. Snow at Laura's. This one is from Roberta, and it's using the ice cream sweet. Oh, you're headed to Florida in the morning. Fun. And it'll be warmer there, right? That one's from Roberta. And then this one is from Kathy, who is our coordinator for our swaps, and this one's gorgeous. I guess, seeing this embossing folder in person, I actually like it. See, I didn't get any of this stuff. Like, I didn't get the sand and sea anything, and it is actually really gorgeous. And then here's an envelope she did with hers. And then I did not send envelopes with mine because I'm being super stingy with my envelopes because I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get them. They're back in stock now, so it's fine. Hey, Kimberly. And snow for Brenda in Maine, and it's pretty cold. I just want a winter, you guys. I desperately want it to be winter conditions. I feel really sad. I feel like we went from Christmas and it was like the holidays and all the lights and the cold. And then in January here, it's like been like springtime. And I'm like, okay, so I guess winter is over. I guess we had 2 weeks of winter and I guess it's over. And I guess we're like going into spring now. Like everything's blooming. Our daffodils in our yard are starting to pop up because it's been so warm. They're like confused. And I think the temperature is supposed to drop and then I think they're going to end up freezing and getting ruined if it gets cold again. But man, oh man, do I wish. Roberta, I just showed your card. Snowing at Roberta's too. See, you guys, I need to just... Daisy, no snow in Salt Lake. Very, very dry winter here. Yeah, you're over here on our side, Daisy, of the dry winter. Hey, Elizabeth. So these were my swap cards. And I think I made these with you guys. I'm pretty sure I made these with you guys, and we have the 2 different designs. So I got 2 back because we had one person that wasn't able to swap. So we all just got 2 cards back. So I have my swap cards, and that was the first time I saw them. I didn't even open them. I took them out of the box and I ate the chocolate, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I wanted you guys to see it. So those were swap cards. So that's exciting. I always like getting swap cards. So today, for our project, we are going to be doing a card that is going to feature all designer paper. And then we're going to use a sentiment from here, but I want to give you guys some tips to use this. Now, I already did a video sharing some tips and stuff on using the die and the stamp set, but I want to go over a few things with you guys and share some other things with you guys. And then the card we're going to make is going to be all designer paper. So I'm using this, this is the snail mail paper. That's a brand new pack in there. There goes the shop vac again. It's actually not as loud as I thought it was going to be down here. Okay, so this paper coordinates with Basic Gray, Bermuda Bay, Blushing Bride. I almost said brushing. It's Blushing Bride, Daffodil Delight, Real Red, and Whisper White, which is now Basic White. Move to Ohio. You can have snow 4 to 5 months. I would love to. I'm always asking my husband if we can move to Utah or Colorado where it snows all the time, and he will have none of it. He does not like the snow. So I'm going to pick a couple designs in here. And I'm initially thinking that maybe this one or maybe this one. Those two would look good. So because everything is going to be layered, and I definitely think maybe this would be good. Maybe let's go with, I'm trying to think of what's not so super busy. Okay, so I definitely think this one. I'm thinking this one, and then I'm thinking this Bermuda Bay. No. This pink. Yeah. Okay, and then I want this because we're going to cut some of that out to use. So I think that will be good. Okay, so let me get everything trimmed out and ready for our card to start, and then we're going to start doing our die cutting. Yes, who's asking? Julie. Yeah, we've had it. The basic, it's just called Basic White now. It's not Whisper White anymore. So it's Basic White. And that's why I was being a little stingy with my envelopes, and I don't think I sent envelopes with my swap cards, is because I was not sure when I sent my swap cards, we still were not sure when when they were going to be in stock. And it was like right after, is that the right size? Yeah, right after I sent them, I think everything came into stock. And I actually have several boxes of Stampin' Up! Products showing up tomorrow. And then I'll be doing a video on the white card stock and what it is now. Okay, so I don't think we're using this red. And I think what I'm going to do, is this piece enough? It sure is. Okay, so this is going to be like a card front, and then I will attach it to a card. I'm kind of flying by. I have not tried the new white yet, Julie. I've not tried it. I ordered it right away, but here's a little bit of an update for you guys. Stampin' Up! Has had a couple things happen. They had a, like a crate, what's it called? Like a, like one of the, it was like a damaged crate, basically, that has held up shipping a little bit. And then we had the basic white cardstock come into the warehouse, and then the new catalog launched. And so obviously orders were there was more orders coming in during the time the catalog launched. And then, what was the other thing that happened? Oh, UPS. The way UPS is picking up product from companies, they're only allowing 1 truckload to go out each day. And so stuff has been really delayed. So I literally ordered on the 5th, and I just got all my paper share stuff on Friday, and I ordered that on the 5th, which is kind of insane. And then I ordered all of my club stuff early because I was nervous about this, and I ordered another big box of stuff, and that was all on really close to the 5th. Whenever Basic White became available, which I think was very, very close to the 5th. And I'm just now getting those orders this week. And I normally close an order and get it by the end of the week or by the following week. And so it's kind of insane. But I don't have any of the Basic White yet. I've ordered all of the Basic White products, and they'll be here, I think, Wednesday. Oh, Chris said, here's Chris. The Basic White is nice, and white and stamps amazing. Oh, that's really, really good. That's good. Thanks, Chris, for letting me know. I'm so glad. I think because I've had some really large orders with like a multitude of different things. Like I ordered paper and then I ordered some supplies and like it's been kind of crazy. The delay and stuff. I'm used to getting my stuff much faster. I'll be so happy when these next 2 boxes show up. Okay, so I want to trim this down. I wanted a little pop of color behind this since this is white. So let's take this down just a 1/4 inch. So my card, my Bermuda Bay piece is a standard size card. And then this designer piece has a 1/4 inch taken off, okay? So the next piece that we're gonna cut is going to be, I wanted some pink. So this piece, I think we're gonna go with, I'm not exactly positive. I'm not exactly positive. I'm looking. Okay, so 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's what I thought. And it doesn't matter the orientation of this piece because it's going to be a layer. You know, this looks small. This looks smaller than I want. But it's not. Okay. And then we're going to do a piece of this red. And we're going to do it 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Three and a half by 3 1/2. And then we're going to layer these 2 pieces together. So really, I just wanted that pink part. It really wasn't about this design so much. And I just have some snail here. This will work. Oh, that's empty. Okay, I take it back. That won't work. Where's my... Oh. Okay, so we'll add this to this piece. Normally, I'm not such a layers girl, but when I was designing for my paper party, we had a unique situation where we didn't know when basic white was going to be available. Let's see, which one do we like better? Do we like it with just the dash lines? And this? I almost sort of like this, which is really busy. So when I was designing for my paper party, it was a situation where we didn't know if we were going to have basic white. And so we were trying to figure out like what to do. And I ended up designing most of my cards with designer paper as the full front of the card so that it wouldn't matter what color cardstock we ended up needing to use. Okay, and then I want to pop this piece up. Oh, let me catch up with comments. Daisy said, I recently went a bunch of craft stuff of my mother. Oh, did you recently get a bunch of stuff from your mother-in-law? Old Stampin' Up Whisper White. I got lucky and I knew that they had let us know that Whisper White was going to be going away. And I do always put white cardstock on my orders anyways, but I ended up with, I don't know, about 12 packs of it. And so I've been just very stingy with how I've been using it because I wasn't sure about getting the new stuff in. So I'm super happy to hear that the new stuff is good. I know it doesn't expire, right? That is the good thing. So let's just pop this part up and then we're going to get to the die cutting and what I really want to show you guys today. I think my husband stopped cleaning the fireplace out because he's nervous it's too loud. I told him it would be fine, but I think he's nervous it's really loud. Okay, so this is going to be the basic design of our card. Let me make sure that this is straight. Yeah. Okay. So now let me move all of this stuff out of the way. I think we're done with that. The only other thing that I want to do I think I have to, oh no, here's a small piece. These snails are adorable. So now what I want to do is I'm just going to fussy cut. I think that's the quickest way to do this right now. I'm just going to fussy cut this one out. And I actually don't even know if I'll use it. My original plan was not to use an image, to just let the designer paper be the star of the show. But we might use this image. I also had thought I might use a different designer paper. And so since I didn't, you never know. We're just going to see how this turns out. Okay, so there's the little snail. And then I don't know if I want to cut that little gift out. Okay, so let's set this aside. And let's grab the Big Shot. Now, I have a Big Shot. Stampin' Up! Has their own Stamp and Emboss, which looks like this, just bigger. I have the mini one here. So if you're needing a die cutting machine, the one that you would purchase from Stampin' Up! Would look like this. I just didn't purchase the big one because I have a Big Shot. I actually have 3 of these, so I didn't find it necessary to buy a different one just to have it because it's different. So this is the mini messages. Okay, so the stamp comes like this. And then there's dies that coordinate with this. So you can cut everything out, which is super nice, right? So in my first video with this product, what I showed you is I have these little containers, and what I've done is I've stamped in black onto white, and then I've die cut it several times. I did this in black as well, and then I did some that didn't have any stamping at all on them. Okay, and then I just have them in these little dishes and I've been using them, which is really nice. But I had this thought where I was like, what if we just cut out a bunch of this? Like, what if we used it without the stamp? Hopefully you guys can see this. So what if we just used this with cardstock, even if it wasn't, even if we weren't using the stamped images? What if we just had this? What is the deal? Something's wrong here. This is not working. Oh, I need my magnetic. I must have been embossing something. Okay, so I have my magnetic platform. I could tell right away something was wrong. So what if I just have a container with a bunch of these cut to layer? Like, what if I did that? So I always go once and then I bring it back. So these shapes, you don't have to just use them as sentiment pieces. Like these are a great layer for things. So what if I just did this? We're going to do this with a couple different designs. And look, they have the little stars and the little hearts. Okay. So we did that in Bermuda Bay, which, you know, is one of my favorites. Like this would be such a great layer. Like, look. Like, wouldn't it be so cute just to put this little snail on this little stitched layer? I just love that idea. So I have a whole container here. I don't know if you guys can see it, of scraps. And I thought, let's do some colors that I use a lot. And then let's just have a colorful container full of all of these little dies. So now I love doing that with our regular dies too. I've shared this tip with you guys before. I just have this container full of white ones that are like the Stitched So Sweetly, the circles, the nestled dies. I have them, even the really, really small ones, like, see? And sometimes at night when we're watching a movie, I'll just sit and cut these in Whisper White, or my husband will cut them. And then that way when I'm designing, I don't have to stop and cut something like that. I can just grab it, and then that way I'm designing and I grab it, and then, you know, if I'm doing kits or something, then I'll cut more. But how great would it be to have all of these as well? Like, so here's some of it in gray. And then I'm going to show you how I put the card together, the rest of the card together. But I thought, let's cut some stuff together. Like, let's have a little die cutting party. Like, there's this. That's not big enough. Or this. To put it on. I think that it's something you just want to think out of the box a little bit. I think these dies are great, but let's not only use them if we have sentiments to cut out. Let's take some of our scraps and just use them up, and then I can get, you know, sometimes I just throw my scrap. Sometimes this bin gets so full and I'm so over it, I just pull out a chunk and throw it away because it's too much to deal with. So this is a great way to use that up. They're not just for sentiments, right? Like, what a fun way to have other, especially these. I love these. This thin little strip here. I love it. And then you get a lot more use out of your dies than just, I mean, and of course you could stamp sentiments on all these different colors and cut them all out as well. I think that just doing them on the white, having a bunch of these on white and black, I think is actually really perfect for what I do. But you could stamp a sheet in all the different colors and then cut them out and have them available. I don't know about you guys, but I don't always have a lot of time to craft. I usually craft one day a week, and it's usually on Saturday is when I usually do all of my projects or all of my designing. And then the rest of the time is spent cutting and prepping kits and writing blog posts and editing photos and videos. So for me, that one day of crafting, I really want to be able to, like, not have to be stopping and die cutting or stopping and looking for a certain die. It's just easier if everything's right there and I can feel like I'm getting things accomplished. See, and then they have all these little hearts and stars, which are kind of nice to also have on hand. And this cuts really beautifully. Like, it has these stitches. I don't know if you guys can see. You should be able to see on camera. See how it has that really detailed stitching around it? I really love that. So let's do a couple more colors. And then we will finish putting this card together. That's not quite big enough. And then we can always do some in black as well to just have. I think black is probably a color that we use to layer quite a bit. And for the black cardstock, I heat embossed. So I stamped in white. I stamped in Versamark. And then I used white embossing powder, and you could do that also with gold and silver, so like metallics. So for, Kay said, just getting here, but how do you store them? Okay, so for these, I'm going to show you how I'll store these. Because these don't, like, there's no sentiments on these. These are just colored, you know, dies, basic, you know, papers. I'll just store all of this in a bag. I'll show you that. And then these, I just have them in little dishes. So I get these dishes at, I actually got these at, what is it? Chris will know. Daiso? Is that the right thing? It's like the Japanese version of the dollar store. And everything is like really inexpensive. I think it's like $5 and under or something, or $10 and under or something. And these dishes, I got a whole bunch of them one time when I went. I was actually I think I was with Chris when we went, and I got a whole bunch of these in all different sizes. And this is why, specifically for being able to do this kind of stuff with my dies. And then they just sit on my table just like this. So I did black and I did blue. I think this green one, see, this will fit perfect. So some of these scraps that'll just fit perfect, like we might as well just do it and have it. And then, like I said, these I can just store in a bag because I won't need, I don't need to have them all separate and all out at the same time. I'll just have this little bag tucked in next to, like, when I'm crafting. This I think is Granny Apple Green. Or no, maybe this is Pear Pizzazz. See how beautiful this is? There's just something about these shapes that are so amazing. So let's do this, and then I feel like let's do one more color, and then we'll finish this card. And see the little stars? Okay, so let's do one more color. Will yellow work? And the other thing is that you don't have to cut all of them. I mean, you could totally just use half of that and cut them. So I think this is a bigger piece of yellow. Okay, perfect. So let's cut this one and then we'll finish the card up. The stitching does add a ton of detail. Daisy said, I store mine in a clear bag with the stamp set and the die. Oh, so you store, like, even if you, like, if you cut a few, you store it that way? So I wouldn't store these with the stamp and the die. I want to leave these out so that when I'm crafting, I use them. Like, I think to use them, like these dies, you don't only have to use with that stamp and that die, right? Like, you can use them with other things. So let me set this aside now. Set my Big Shot aside. Okay, and then actually we'll just take this chocolate out. And I'll set that there. And then all these will probably fit right in this little bag. Right? And you could do them by color family. So, like you could do one of each color cardstock from the Brights family, and then you could store them in a bag that said like Brights. And then you could do subtles and then regals and neutrals. And then you could, maybe that would be a better way to store them or set them aside. It might feel like a little tedious to do all of the die cutting, but really if you're just watching a movie or something, I mean, you would be surprised at how much you can die cut when you're just sitting and watching like a movie. But see, these will just go all in here, and then I will have them to pull from and to layer with. And I just love this idea. Okay, so let me grab all of these. See that? And then let's bring our card back over and we'll finish up our card. So then I have a whole bunch of these all ready to go and I can just use them. So here is our card. And really, the only thing I was going to do with this card next is I was just going to add one of my sentiments. And I think the black would work best. See that? But also, what if we did add the snail? I like that one, but this one could be cute too. I also really love, oh look, this one. Hooray. I feel like it probably should go like this. I really love this one. I love this design and I love what it says. So I think that one, I don't know, you guys take a vote. Which one? The celebrate, I'm happy to celebrate these moments with you, or the be strong, be brave, you've got this. You guys leave a comment and let me know which one. And then I also, because I just think it would be fun, I think I have some. What if we also add little googly eyes to, I wonder if I have the right size. Is that going to be the right size? I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger, but is this too big? Nope, it's that bigger size. Mine have kind of turned yellow, which I'm kind of bummed about, because I have this whole container, but some of them have kind of turned yellow, which is, and see, I even have really big ones, but again, they like have kind of turned yellow, which is a bummer. Okay, so let's add those, and then of course you guys know I'm gonna add a little Wink of Stella. Okay, and then Laura said, be strong. That is the one I like. And then I'm just gonna, this got a little wonky when I was trimming. Okay. It does make everything better, right? Just makes, you know, pizzazzes it up a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on this one. Because we'll pop this up. Oh no, my googly eye's coming off. Okay. So let's do the Be Brave. And so for this one, we're not going to pop that one up. Where's my adhesive? We will need one dimensional on this one side. Hopefully that's the right side, yeah. Okay. Oh, I might need two dimensionals. I feel like one is not enough, but I feel like two might be too much. Okay. Oh no, that's what I was trying to prevent. Dang the bad luck. Okay, I think we salvaged it. But I feel like two is a little too much. Like it, like, well, I feel like I don't want it to be curved like that. So we'll just go with one. And then is that straight? Yeah, that looks straight. And then it got a little icky on here. And so you guys know my trick for cleaning up white embossing. If you ever need to clean up a little bit of your white embossing, like, I don't know, some gunk got on here. I don't know what the deal is. So I'll just scrape that off. I'm really picky about my white embossing. Like, I want it to look really crisp. And so if there's ever an issue, you just take a white gel pen and you just add a little bit of white over it and it cleans it up really well. And I just get the Uniball Signo, and this is in, I think like it's a 0.8 maybe. And I just get a big box of these on Amazon. I get them in gold and silver, and like you literally get like, ooh, that's a white one that has no lid on it. You literally, I think, get like 10. Could I possibly pull a silver one? See? So I think you get like 10 in a box, and I use them. Okay, so now that we have that, now let's take our little snail dude. And we've really just used designer paper for the card design. Oops. And I'm gonna, well, no, I'll put it right there. Okay, so we have our snail. And then let's add our Wink of Stella. And we'll add it to him. And you guys, I really do not think that I'm going to do any bling on here. And you guys know I always do bling. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll add the Wink of Stella for the glitter. And then I will add a little bit of glossy accents to... My tip on this is so... like, it's just so fried because I've like, it keeps getting clogged. No matter what I do, it gets clogged really bad. I need to get a new one. I wanted to put some right on this, oh, there it goes. right on the heart. Oh gosh, my tip is so bad on this. It's just gonna be let's just do the whole envelope. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to do this because my tip is so messed up. So we'll make that glossy, and that is our card. And you could do this with any designer paper. So let me show you it with the Well Suited. So this is the Well Suited designer paper. And I used the Dragonfly Punch for this one. I added stitch lines around the Smoky Slate Square. And then this is with the snail mail. Paper. And really, you don't even need icon. Like, you don't even really need like a little image. You could just do the sentiment and it would still be a really beautiful card. I love it with the snail. That was a great addition. And I don't think we really needed the present. If we would have used the Celebrate stamp, it would have been. But these are great. Even just putting this on here, like this type, I think it's just really beautiful. And then you can add these to any color card base. This isn't on anything either. It's just the designer paper. This was actually a card I designed for the paper party, and I used the wrong paper. Pip, who is a demonstrator in the UK, emailed me and was like, I used Well Suited. You messed up. Like, you needed to use the ice cream paper. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll redo it. And so I did a different design. But I just loved the way this came out with just the designer paper. So those are the cards for today. I will be back on, I'll be back tomorrow, and I have some really beautiful cards for you guys using the new, it's this paper here, the Flowering Cactus paper. I got this on Friday with my paper party order, and it's basically the only new stuff that I have other than my paper party stuff, because again, I've been waiting on that order forever. But I have 3 cards that I made using this paper I'm going to show you tomorrow. And then I wanted to mention I did my first YouTube live on Friday. I was very, very nervous to do it, but I'm glad I did it. We had some technical difficulties, but we made it through it and we did the card. I will be live on YouTube every Friday at 2 p.m. So my goal is to be live here with you guys on Facebook on Mondays at 2 p.m. and then live on Fridays on YouTube at 2 p.m. And we'll see how that goes. But if you're wanting to catch me live over there, that's where I will be. And then, yeah, I'll have a post up for you guys tomorrow with the Flowering Cactus stuff. And things are trucking along here, and we're getting things done. So I would love to know what you guys are working on, what you're crafting, what you're making. I always enjoy hearing what you guys are making. If you are part of the paper party, like I said, I just got my paper on Friday. I'm prepping that. Everything will be being mailed next Monday. And I had another meeting with Pip this morning, and we worked out the timeline and the time differences. I'm really excited about it. And I just really love her attitude. She is so amazing to work with, and she's just excited. And I feel like it's going to be a very fun party. It's going to be 2 days. So it'll be Friday and Saturday. And then everybody's getting like triple the content because we're in different time zones, and obviously in different, it's like, I don't know the time difference actually. It's a lot. Like, it's nighttime where she is. Right now it's like 10 where she is. So what happens in the daytime here for the party, then her people will see kind of the next day and vice versa, which will be really fun. So thank you guys as always for hanging out with me and crafting with me. And I'll catch you guys this week with other projects and fun things going on. I hope everybody has a great week and a great Monday. Take care, guys.